Hello leaders, my name is Kurt Frankum. I'm the Executive Director of Leading LDS, and in this video I want to show you a leadership hack, and it has to do with my scriptures. You see, I want to be that leader that has the perfect verse of scripture in the perfect moment when that person needs to hear it, and it saves the day, right? The problem is, I'm not a scriptorian. Like seriously, I hate memorizing. Sometimes it feels like I've forgotten every scripture I've ever read. Plus, the scriptures are heavy. So let me share with you a few tips and tricks that I've done to make it easier to lug around those scriptures and also to find that perfect verse in the moment you need it. So these are my scriptures here. Now, this is a quad, right? It has all the standard works in it, but it's quite thin. And here's my wife's scriptures, and you can see there's quite a difference in how thick they are. I went to the distribution center, and you've probably been there, you've seen that table where they have all the reject scriptures. Maybe somebody spelled their name when they got it engraved on the scriptures. So I went over there and got a fantastic brand new quad, brand new. The problem is it had the wrong name on it and it was spelled wrong. But that didn't matter because I was taking these scriptures to a bindery to get them rebound so that they could remove all the indexes and topical guides. Now, it's not that I don't need the topical guide or the indexes, but I knew that I had my smartphone by my side. I could always use the topical guides there if I was looking for a specific subject or during my scripture study. So I took my brand new reject scriptures into a local bindery and asked them to rebind them without the indexes. And they added a great black leather binding and put my name on the spine, and here they are, ready to go. And it is so much lighter to lug around on Sundays, and I've always got them by my side, and I don't mind. So how do I remember that perfect scripture at the perfect moment? This is a trick I used a lot when I was a bishop, and certain topics would always come up, and it was up to me to find that right scripture. And I'd always go back to some of these similar scriptures, but I sometimes couldn't remember where they were and didn't want to take the time out of the appointment to sit there and look through my scriptures for a few minutes until I found it. So inside my scriptures, I have these printed notes that during my personal scripture study, if I find a scripture around a perfect subject or topic that I want to refer to again, I go and open this document on my computer and type in the scripture. Now, every few months as I'm updating the scriptures and adding it, I print off this note sheet from my computer, cut off the borders, and glue it into my scriptures. Now, it's important that you use the right type of glue because you're going to be removing these notes and putting in new ones. You don't want that gross sticky residue. And so I use this repositionable Elmer's glue stick, and it's fantastic. You can get it at any Walmart or general store or Amazon has it. So I can remove my notes and put in new ones as many times as I like, and it doesn't ruin my scriptures. And it's been great. Every time I'm looking for that right scripture, it takes me about 15 seconds at most to look at my notes, go to the subject, and look at the scriptures I've noted below. It's a fantastic way to look like a really smart leader. I'd love to hear what scripture hacks you use as a leader to make sure that you're keeping on top of your scripture knowledge and having the right scripture at the right time for those you lead. I'm Kurt Frankum at Leading LDS, and as always, be a leader and not a call.